What is up, YouTube? It is Kari or Sidekick, and today I am bringing you guys a setup video. I've only done one setup video ever in the past, and it was honestly a mess. It was just a hodgepodge of cables running all over the room, but it was what worked for me at the time. Now that I finally have my own apartment, I wanted one bedroom specifically for gaming, and I do have a lot of my music stuff in here too because it's only a 2-bedroom apartment, but this is pretty much my woman cave. My boyfriend actually does not mind playing on the 50-inch TV in the living room. I do not like that. I wanted one specific setup. Whenever we get a house, we're definitely going to have a basement that is a cave. I don't know if it'll be the cave because it'll probably be both of ours. It won't be just mine. That's why it's the woman cave for right now, but I really do enjoy my setup. I've spent years working on my setup, so I'm not rich. I'm also 25. I do have a career. I've gone to college, but I've spent a lot of time on this. Like, I've spent probably the past 3 to 4 years working on my setup. So if you guys don't have exactly what you want right now, just buy it piece by piece until you do have what you want. But I do want to say, disclaimer, don't think just because you spend a lot of money on a setup that's going to necessarily get you what you want, because I probably honestly spent a couple $1,000s on my setup and I like it and I like making videos, but it's really gotten me nowhere on YouTube. I don't have a lot of subscribers and I don't really get a lot of feedback. So I don't want younger kids to think, oh, if I just go out and I buy an Elgato and a Yeti and I get this really cool setup, like it's gonna get me subscribers. It might, but it also might not. So anyway, I'm gonna take you through the entire room. If you guys wanna see just the gaming setup, I'll put an annotation on where it starts, but we're gonna go ahead and do all of my stuff because I think it'd be pretty cool to show all my little gaming knickknacks. I have tons of Mega Bloks that are Destiny themed. Pretty much my favorite game besides Call of Duty. So anyway, let's get right into the setup. So the first thing we have is my Fallout 4 poster. I really do like Fallout, but I would have rather have had Pip-Boy, but this poster works for now. I haven't actually beat the game, nor have I ever beat Skyrim, because I think RPGs are just a little bit too long, but it was a pretty good game and it matches the theming, so that's that. Then moving down, we have my red versus blue skateboard. Actually, this is my boyfriend's because I bought it for him for Christmas, but it looks pretty good in here. It's just got a bunch of red versus blue quotes on it. I've seen a few episodes. I think it's pretty funny, but I don't like it as much as him. So, I don't know, but it just kind of like looks cool in here, so... Alright, then moving down to my Mega Bloks thing. So this is like a Cabal... this is the only one I'm not really completely sure what it was. And then we got a Warlock, a Captain, the Arcadia Jump Ship, and a Titan. And if we go down a shelf, we got my Pip-Boy hat, which I actually really like this hat. I mean, it mostly just sits here as a decoration, but I do think that it looks pretty good. I do sometimes wear it if, like, I think my hair looks kind of bad in a stream or whatever, but I don't know. Most of the time, it just sits there. Then we have this Mass Effect 3 kind of like artwork. I've actually never played any of the Mass Effects. I would like to, but it just, I don't know, it looks nice, so I decided to go ahead and throw that up there. Then we have this little Blastoise and some Pokemon cards that are behind it, an Eevee, and like a Pokemon card book. And then down here, we have all my GoPro stuff, which I haven't really been using too much lately, but I did just recently get into mountain biking. I think maybe when spring hits, I'm definitely going to try to get a pretty nice bike and try to get into that, so that'll maybe get a little bit more use. Got some Pokemon cards back there. Got some Fireball and some UV. I don't really drink a whole lot, but when I do, I either drink UV or I drink Fireball, so I don't know, just kind of like little souvenirs from when I went to the last paint party I went to. And then this one's just a bunch of junk and stuff that like I don't really want out, just kind of makes it look a little bit nicer. Then over here we got some Gamer G. It's like a gamer energy drink. It's not as good as G Fuel. It actually doesn't taste all that good. That's why I've only had one of them. Then coming over to the next bookshelf, we have a Pac-Man skateboard, also Zach's, but it looks pretty good in here. The DX Racer pillow. I honestly don't think that the DX Racer is super comfortable to play in, especially with the pillow on, so I just put it over here because it looks pretty cool. And then we got this Mega Bloks Nuketown set. So I honestly kind of want to make a video of me building the other half of this because I have the other half, but I don't know if it's just because it's Mega Bloks or what, but I had a really hard time building any of these. I actually had to have Zach's help for a lot of it. The instructions are terrible, so I honestly may never make it, but if I do, I kind of want to make it into a time-lapse video. Then coming down here, we have a Walker tank with a Shank and a Captain. Then we have a Hunter on a Sparrow, another Shank, a Warlock, a Harpy, a hunter with either a golden gun or a fate bringer, I'm not really sure, and a Gallahorn, and then of course we got Atheon. Don't have anything for this spot yet, and then right here we have my Astro Scout backpack. It's actually a pretty convenient backpack if you're going to move your Xbox a lot. Right now it just kind of sits here for decoration. I think it's empty. I think the only thing I have in there is some controller cleaner, but it is nice. It looks pretty cool too. Pretty good quality. Then moving over here we have my GNX4 guitar pedal. This pedal is super old. I think it came out in like 2002 and it doesn't really record very well. I actually just bought a brand new guitar pedal. Should be coming in just a couple days. That'll replace that. Then we have my Ibanez RG770DX reissue. I don't like the way this guitar sounds personally. I don't like the pickups, and it's a Floyd Rose bridge. I'm not really a guitar player, but it looks pretty amazing, so I'll never get rid of it. If anything, it'll be a wall decoration before I would like trade it out for another one. Then we have my Alesis DM8 drums. I've definitely upgraded a little bit. I've put a couple more cymbals in here and I've put some mesh heads on there. It is pretty nice, but unfortunately, even in an apartment, I think it's a little too loud to play, so they pretty much just sit here. Definitely can't wait to get a house so that I can go back to acoustics. Then we have this Black Ops 3 poster. I do need to put a poster above the other bookshelf, but I don't know what I want to put there yet, so those are the only two posters I have. Besides, up here, I do have the special posters from the strategy guide, which those actually worked out pretty well there. They look pretty cool. Then over here I have this Destiny lanyard with a Fallout little thing on it. It looks pretty cool. Then we got my skateboard, which obviously you can tell I pretty much don't skate because it looks pretty new, but it looks cool. I do try to skate sometimes, but yeah, it's just not my thing. Coming over here, we have a Destiny calendar. I really wanted a Destiny calendar, and I actually didn't think I was going to be able to find one, so I'm pretty happy that I actually got that one. Then coming over now to the gaming setup, actually. Start down here. So we got a printer and a tablet. Then we got the Xbox 360. This is my SCUF for my Xbox 360, which is pretty much the only controller I really use right now because if I do play the Xbox 360, I'm probably going to be playing one of these Call of Duties, and that's pretty much my Call of Duty controller. And then back there we got some Nuka-Cola Quantum. That one will never get opened. It's pretty much our souvenir. It was really hard to find. Then this folder, or binder, is pretty much my prized collection. This is the only thing I've ever collected. I have all original 150 starter Pokemon, which I actually just finished this collection, I believe, about 6 or 7 months ago. I was only missing a couple cards, but I didn't have a few of them, so I went ahead and bought those few. The only thing I would like to do would maybe be to upgrade to some better editions, like this Charizard's not very good, and collect the whole entire collection again in Japanese, but that'll probably never happen since it took me long enough just to get this one. Okay, now moving up to the setup. So the desk is from Walmart, and it's a really cheap desk. I think it was under 100, but it's pretty much perfect for what I wanted. So I know a lot of people get these really nice IKEA desks, and like that's awesome and everything, but for me, this works out perfectly. So I have my Astro A50s. I pretty much only use them for the Xbox 360 and the PC. Like if I want to play a PC game, or if I want to just listen to music or something through the PC, that goes to these. Here's a little bear that I got from my boyfriend when he was stationed in Fort Belvoir. You know, he's pretty cute, so I just leave him right there. Then we have my Astro A40 TRs. I do have A40s in the closet. I upgraded to these mostly because I just think they look really cool because they're white and they match all my other white stuff. But I've actually had a lot of problems with them. I do like that they are USB and it seems like they're doing better now. But to me, I don't really know that it's worth upgrading from just regular A40s to the TR. I haven't put a mod kit on it yet, so I don't know. That might be something I eventually do, but I haven't really found one I really like. And then we got the mix amp, which is pretty much the main reason I have those headphones, because the mix amp is amazing and it definitely helps your stream sound a lot better. Then I have two controllers. This is pretty much my Destiny controller. It has a Strike Pack mod kit on it, which maybe I'll make a video about it, but it pretty much gives you paddles like the Scuff, and it has a bunch of like cheats and stuff on it, which is for Call of Duty, but I don't need it for Call of Duty, and the only one I really use is Rapid Fire, which kind of helps in Destiny, but sometimes it actually doesn't. I don't really need it for Call of Duty, but I don't know. I like it for that game. And then this is what I use for Call of Duty. So this is my Scuff. This Scuff is really beat up. I just replaced the faceplate a couple days ago because there was a lot of, like, I don't know. I pushed this in so much that I had actually, like, grinded it down, and I could feel it when I was running. So it's pretty annoying, but I have Control Freaks on it. I have CQCs and Alpha on there. They're pretty nice, and I don't know, you can see that my paddles are really destroyed. Like, this thing is really beat up. I definitely need to get a new one eventually, but it works for now. I have a lot of stick drift on the right stick, and I've taken the whole entire thing apart and I've cleaned it, but I don't know. Unfortunately, that's just probably how it's going to be. I do have dual monitors. They are Asus AGN 247s or something like that, 274. Not really sure. I know that they are 1 millisecond response time. They're pretty good. I know a lot of people use BenQs, but I like Asus, so that's what I went with. And then I have some kitties up here. My Logitech C920 webcam, which honestly used to look really, really bad, but I just finally upgraded to a actual work light. I also got this from Walmart for like $10. It's probably not as good as an actual photo light, but the price was way better, so I personally don't mind it. It unfortunately gets kind of hot, but other than that, it makes the camera look a lot better, so I always have that on. Also have this foam behind here, which I got from Walmart for like $5, which just kind of helps absorb some of the sound because this room actually echoes kind of a lot. I just kind of have that running all around to try to pick up some of the extra sound. And then I have a Blue Yeti, which a lot of people don't like, a lot of people do. I think it's a pretty convenient microphone. I like it. I don't think it sounds too bad, and it doesn't pick up background noise too bad, so I'm not really into PC gaming that much. So this mouse and keyboard, which are like CM Storms, they came free with my PC. I just like that they're blue so that they match the theming that I have. Then I have a DX Racer. I honestly don't think it's the most comfortable gaming chair in the world. It's not too bad, but it's not amazing. Then if we come down here to the PC, so I mean, my cable management is okay. Most of it is hidden, fortunately, behind the actual PC and the battery pack, but yeah, it could be a little bit better. So I have a regular Elgato here, which is for capturing my 360, and then put the sticker on because I have the HD Pro in the computer. One of the things I really like about my computer is I actually have a temperature monitor, so I can tell if the thing is getting too hot, which fortunately has never really happened. And I have a PlayStation 3 controller right here that I use for whenever I'm going to do like retro gameplays, which I need to get back into because I haven't done one in a while. And then got my custom build PC built by CyberPower PC. I would build the PC if I knew how to do that, but yeah, I don't know how to build a PC. So I know that the specs has an i7 4790K processor. It's got 16 gigs of RAM. It has a GeForce 750 graphics card. It's liquid cooled. I don't know. That's pretty much all I know about it. I do have the specs like somewhere on my page if you want to know the exact specs, but that's pretty much the PC. It's pretty fast. It does what I want to do, and yeah. So overall, this is my setup. I hope you guys liked it. I think it's a big improvement from my last video, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.